Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello everybody, welcome to Top Notch Sports. I'm Jackson. Today, I want to go over my 2021 QB draft prospects analysis. Look, it's the same thing pretty much as Nick did just a couple of days ago, but it's just going to be my own opinion. And we're just going to jump right into Zack Wilson from BYU. Alright, here we are here at Zack Wilson from BYU, graded here at an 83 on the grading scale. Look, Zack Wilson, man, I'm very high on this kid. The kid's got a lot of potential. I think he's got the most potential in this QB draft class. But let's look here at his strengths. This kid's pinpoint accuracy, alright? He gets the ball where it needs to be, where basically no one else can get it but the receiver. He's got a big-time arm. He's got a cannon for an arm, man. I'll tell you, he can throw the ball up towards 70 yards from what I've seen. He's very mobile out of the pocket, and he's also mobile in the pocket, all right? So he can, be mobile out of the pocket, avoiding defenders, and the same thing inside the pocket. He has great awareness, and he's quick on his feet, all right? He can dodge guys left and right, and he can make a quick move with his feet if you have to. His weaknesses here, he's got some injury concerns, and I feel like he kind of takes his time, all right? So the only thing that concerns me about that is if he doesn't have a good offensive line in the NFL and he's taking his time, it's really gonna hurt him, especially with those injury concerns. But we're gonna go here and look at an in-depth breakdown of that Zack Wilson. All right, here, taking a look at the in-depth breakdown of Zack Wilson. I got his throwing grade here at an 87% out of 100 possible. His mobility grade here at an 83 and his awareness grade here at 75. When we go look at the breakdown section, you'll kind of understand where these numbers come from. But again, 87 is very, very good. It's one of the higher ones on the scouting scale. He's very mobile, so got him grade here at 83%, and his awareness is 75%. Again, here is the breakdown of Zack Wilson on the grading scale. I didn't have a lot of categories this year. So there's a letter grade of all the categories I did grade these guys on. So if you guys want to take a screenshot and take a look at it, pause the video, drop a comment in the comment section below. I'm not really going to get into in depth. But here's the breakdown. Pause and take a look at it. And let's jump in to Clemson quarterback Trevor Lawrence. All right, here we are at Trevor Lawrence. Again, I got him here rated here at an 82 on the quarterback rating scale. His strengths are, again, this kid's very, very mobile. He can get in and out of the pocket. He can move with his feet. He can take off with it. Very mobile. This kid's a great arm talent, all right? He's got great accuracy. He throws the ball hard. He can throw it far. This kid, I think, has some of the best arm talent in the quarterback draft class this year. He's got great decision making, all right? He knows, he's kind of 1, 2, 3, makes his progressions, throws the ball, great decision making, doesn't really have a lot of turnovers. This kid's a great leader, all right? When you have winning teams like Clemson does, you have to have a great leader in your quarterback position. So that's Trevor Lawrence. This is why Trevor Lawrence hasn't really lost any games throughout his high school and college football career, because he is a great leader, and he's a national champion. So those are his strengths. His weaknesses, I feel like he's very, very inconsistent. He'll go on a stretch where he's very, very good, and then he'll kind of slow down a little bit. So he needs to kind of stay in that range where he's consistent, but I feel like he can definitely turn that up, seeing that it's Trevor Lawrence, and this Clemson team won a lot of games with Trevor Lawrence. So I think he can definitely fix that issue being inconsistent. And I feel like his mechanics are kind of off, which again, with the coaching in the NFL, I feel like that issue can definitely be fixed. I think this guy is probably the most NFL-ready guy. He can go on to a team like Jacksonville that wasn't really good last year, and he could come in and change the culture there and make this team pretty solid. All right, here's the in-depth breakdown of Trevor Lawrence. I got a throwing grade of 91. Like I said on the last slide, I feel like this kid's got the best arm talent in the quarterback draft class right now. Mobility grade here at a 70. Look, this kid, again, I think is very mobile. Again, I don't have a lot of categories this year, so if something's like a point or two off, it definitely brings that number down percentage-wise a lot. But again, I think this kid is very, very mobile. He's got great awareness, great pocket awareness, and he's got very, very solid decision-making. So I got his awareness grade at 75. Let's jump into the breakdown. All right, here's Trevor Lawrence's breakdown on the grading scale. Again, I'm not going to get too in-depth into this, so if you guys want to pause, take a look at it, let me know what you think in the comment section. We're just going to go ahead and jump into the next guy, Ohio State's Justin Fields. All right, here we are at Ohio State's Justin Fields. I got him graded here at an 80, and I just want to go ahead and say this now. Next to Zack Wilson, I think it's Justin Fields with the most potential. I'm a big fan of Justin Fields, but real quick before I dive deep into that, I just want to go look at his strengths and weaknesses real quick. He's very, very mobile. He's one of the most mobile quarterbacks in this draft. He's got great pocket awareness. He's got great decision making. He's very good on throwing the ball on the run, which goes into that mobility category. And he's accurate downfield. And what I mean by that is when he's throwing the ball like 20 to 30 yards, he can put it on a pin. All right, he's very accurate downfield. Now we go look at his weaknesses. His short accuracy is an issue. Those 5 to 7, 10-yard passes, where he's just got to throw it right there on like a nice little out route or a slant or something like that. He's got struggled doing that. And I think, again, he's very inconsistent, and it goes back into that short accuracy. I feel like his short accuracy is definitely going to be a big problem in the NFL, because in the NFL, you're not going to be able to throw it 30 yards downfield every play. You're going to have to take the 3 to 5 yards on these out routes or these zig routes. So he's definitely have to clean up that, which, again, I feel like if he can clean up with the short accuracy issue, I feel like he could be one of the better quarterbacks in this draft class. But I got Justin Fields here, graded at an 80. I think he's got a lot of potential, but let's jump into an in-depth breakdown. All right, here's the in-depth breakdown of Ohio State's Justin Fields. I got his throwing grade here at a 77. And again, what really brings that down is that accuracy. So throwing grade at a 77 for Justin Fields, which isn't bad. It's very, very solid. Going to the mobility grade for Fields, 79. Again, just second right now so far to Zack Wilson. Again, I think this kid is very, very mobile, which is going to translate well and help him out in the NFL. So there is that. And his awareness grade here at a 79. He's great pocket awareness. He's got great decision making, so it really boost up that grade. So there is the in-depth breakdown of Justin Fields, and we're jumping into the breakdown. All right, here's the breakdown of Justin Fields again. Once again, if you guys just want to pause, take a look at it. Not really going to jump into this one here in detail. So pause, take a look at it, and let me know in the comment section what you think. But we're going to jump into North Dakota State's Trey Lance. All right, here we are at North Dakota State, Trey Lance. Got him graded here at a 73. Look, Trey Lance, again, I'm just going to say, he played one season of college football, which is really when I watched a lot of this kid, to be honest. I'll tell you this right now. I watched a lot because I really had a hard time grading him with that one year of college football. It really had a hard time for me, but I finally got him locked in, so let's jump into his strengths. This kid, again, he's got a great arm. That zip on the ball. He throws the ball very, very hard. He's got a strong arm in general. He can heave one downfield. He's got great touch on the ball. So that already just tells you this kid's got a great arm talent by those first three. He's a mobile quarterback. He can get out of the pocket. He can move around in the pocket. He can make throws on the run. And like I said down here, he's a great arm talent. Look at his weaknesses. Again, he's inexperienced. Only one season and one game of college football for Trey Lance. And he's a little bit inaccurate, which is really going to hurt in the NFL because he needs to be accurate. Again, I think this kid, with the right coaching, I think this kid's got a lot of potential. But again, he's going to be a work in progress kind of quarterback. You got it. If a team like, say, the Carolina Panthers were to draft this kid, I don't think he'll be ready year one. I think the Carolina Panthers are ready to compete right now, but with a kid like Trey Lance under center, I feel like it's really going to hold him back because he's gonna need a couple seasons to develop and then be ready to make the jump and be a contending quarterback in the playoffs. But there's Trey Lance here at a 73 on the quarterback grading scale, and let's jump into an in-depth breakdown. All right, here we are at the in-depth breakdown of Trey Lance. Look, again, I say he's got a great arm talent. Got him rated here at a 77% on the throwing grade scale, which is very, very good. Mobility grade here at a 70. Again, on my scale, that really isn't that bad, seeing that really isn't a lot of mobility categories. So a 70 is very, very solid for Trey Lance. What brings this awareness grade down is definitely his decision making, but what kind of keeps it from, being really bad, he's got pretty solid pocket awareness. So again, like I said, I think Trey Lance is going to be a work in progress kind of quarterback. He's going to be a project, so you're going to have to give him a couple years before he's ready to take the next level and take the jump. So there's the in-depth breakdown of Trey Lance. Let's jump into the breakdown. All right, here's a breakdown of Trey Lance. Again, not going to dive into detail here, so if you guys want to pause, take a look at it, drop a comment in the comment section what you guys think. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the next guy, and it's going to be Alabama's Mac Jones. All right, here we are at Mac Jones. Graded here at a 72, and I'll get into why he is at a 72 and not higher. Because I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of this Mac Jones kid. I wasn't at first, but I got more into depth with him, and it really turned the tides from how I think about Mac Jones. Let's look at his strengths. This kid, he's got great zip on the ball. He can throw the ball very hard. He's great decision making. He's 1, 2, 3, and then he throws the ball. He goes through his progressions very quick and efficiently. It makes his decision very quick. He's very accurate. Down the field, throwing the short ball. He's just a very accurate quarterback. He's got great touch on the ball. And he is a national champion this past season. Won the college football championship this past college season. And one more I want to throw into here. He's great in the pocket. His pocket presence is very, very good. He's just a pocket quarterback, which I really like about Mac Jones. You don't see a lot of those guys anymore. His weaknesses, again, like I said, he's a pocket quarterback, so he's not going to be very mobile, and he has a weak arm downfield, which a guy like Mac Jones, he really doesn't need it because he takes what the defense gives him. He can find the open man very efficiently, so he has a weak arm downfield, but he really doesn't need a downfield ball. So here we go, Mac Jones here at a 72. Let's jump into the in-depth breakdown. And here we are at the in-depth breakdown of Mac Jones. Let's just jump into his throwing grade here, which again is a 77, which is very, very good on my scale. I'm a big fan of this Mac Jones kid throwing the football, so he's graded here at a 77. His mobility grade, not so good here at a 45%, but Mac Jones doesn't need to be mobile. His style of football is just throwing the ball, and that's what a quarterback is supposed to do. They're supposed to throw the ball, and he gets it where it needs to be very, very efficiently. And his awareness grade here, so far the highest, a 91. He is, for a guy that isn't mobile, you need to be very, very aware, and that's what Mac Jones is. So again, like I was going back to the last slide, I had him graded at a 72, but if you look at the scale here, the mobility grade really brings that down. So if you just scratch the whole mobility thing, Mac Jones would be a very, very high-rated quarterback on my scale. So there's the in-depth breakdown of Mac Jones. Let's jump into the breakdown. All right, here we are at the breakdown of Mac Jones. Once again, if you guys want to pause and take a look at it, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Not really going to dive into detail here. And let's jump into our last quarterback of the evening, Texas A&M's Kellen Mond. All right, here we are at Kellen Mond, graded at a 69, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this out the window. I think this kid is the biggest sleeper in the draft. When I first started watching film on this kid, I was like, why isn't nobody talking about this kid? I remember shooting Nick a text, and I was like, wow, I'm a big fan of this Kellen Mond kid so far, and I still am. I think he's going to be the biggest sleeper in the draft. But let's jump right into his strengths and weaknesses. He's got great zip on the ball. He can throw the ball very, very hard and get it to where it needs to be very quickly. He's very aware where he is on the field, in the pocket, outside of the pocket. He's a very aware quarterback. He's mobile inside the pocket. He can move around the pocket, dodge defenders very, very well. He's got great touch on his throws, which is very, very good for him. And he's mechanical. He's very mechanical. He likes to keep the ball up, and you see a lot of quarterbacks that like to hold the ball down low, but he likes to keep it up. Weaknesses, his decision-making and him being too risky, I feel like. Those are kind of fall into the same category, but his decision-making, sometimes he throws, he throws a deep ball that he doesn't need to throw. He sometimes he makes bad decisions. And him being too risky, sometimes there'll be two defenders and one receiver in an area, and he'll throw the ball to that guy. He'll get it there, because, he's got great zip on the ball, but sometimes it's not worth taking that risk because guys in the NFL, defensive backs will make a play on that ball and they could possibly pick it off. So there's the quarterback grade and strengths and weaknesses of Kellen Mond. Right here graded at a 69, but let's jump into the in-depth breakdown. All right, here we are at the in-depth breakdown. Again, another quarterback with a throwing grade of 77. That seems to be the lucky number for that. So again, he's great throwing the football. He's got great zip on the ball. He's got great touch. Accuracy is kind of an issue. That's kind of what brought that down a little bit. He's got great arm strength. So that's what bring that quarterback throwing grade up at a 77. His mobility grade, it may not look good for a 54. Again, he's very mobile in the pocket. He's not so mobile out of the pocket, which kind of brings that grade down a little bit. He's not the quickest guy, but again, I feel like, being having speed and being mobile are totally different things. So that's what mobility grade here at a 54, and his awareness grade here at a 66. He's got pretty solid pocket awareness, but again, that decision making is what brings that awareness grade down. Let me know what you guys think about this in-depth breakdown of Kellen Mond, and let's jump into the breakdown. All right, here's the breakdown of Kellen Mond. Once again, not really going to dive into detail here. If you guys want to pause, take a look at it. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this quarterback analysis by Jackson. Look, I'm just going to go ahead and, be straight with you guys because, I don't like to lie, so I'm just going to be straight. This is really my first year ever really going into depth with a lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of these players in general coming out in the draft. So this is really my first year going into depth. I might sound like an idiot. I might not. Who cares? I really had a good time making this video for you guys and watching all these quarterbacks. There's going to be running backs. There's going to be in-depth breakdowns of every single position. So if you guys enjoy, if you guys haven't already, go watch Nick's quarterback analysis. It's definitely a little bit longer of a video, but it was definitely a fun one to make with him. So go ahead and watch that one. But after you watch this one, let me know whose opinions you like better, whose takes you like better, and who you kind of want to side with on each guy. But that's it from Top Notch Sports. I'm Jackson. Thank you guys all for watching. We are built better. See you guys later. Peace.